Well, they're all chasing the great Demetrius Johnson, but this man believes when all's said and done, he might go down as the greatest flyweight champion of all time. Tonight, a chance to join that elite class and realize his first UFC belt.
Yeah, he's trying to become the champion of the division that has had some really good champions, from Demetrius Johnson to Davison Figueiredo to Brandon Moreno. The list of fantastic champions at flyweight is not very long, but he feels that he can stand atop all those guys by the time his career is done. But it all starts tonight. You gotta win in your first opportunity.
And he did tell us this week he felt like the champion at times was ducking him, but the win streak became so long that there was no denying this title shot. Now we see what he can do with it. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense in our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. All right, ready to go here at the Big A, the Honda Center in Anaheim, the Duck Pond. Both fighters have entered the octagon. Could be one of the more important fights of this or any calendar year. And now our tale of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Steve Escobar Erceg. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, a lot of fans curious to see how this fight and this round will play out. For one, Alexandre Pantoja, he has been on the cusp of a UFC flyweight title shot for his entire UFC career. Injuries have been a part of the narrative, but when this man is healthy and able to compete, he's a real problem. Whether knocking out Matt Schnell or submitting Brandon Royval, this man can beat you every which way but sideways, and believes he has a favorable matchup with which to showcase his skills tonight. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent. Big shot lands for both guys.
Pantoja gets hit with a kick. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. and just inches away from landing one.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Left hand connection and a right.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine. That guillotine is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out. Oh, in the move.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Erceg's back in full mount. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Steve Erceg. Right into side control.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so that round is in the books. Pantoja's bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. All right, we will now re-rack some of the highlights for you from that previous round. We'll try to find the shot that caused the cut above his eye that is now leaking significantly down and compromising his vision.
Yep, there it is. The one that landed that really opened him up. That cut is in a bad spot,
yeah,
too. Right over the eye, so that blood starts to leak down. It starts to really impair the vision. It's going to be on his opponent to try and circle away from the power while not...
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, nice. Nice. Beautiful block there.
Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target. So even with the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment.
Oh!
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class. Hands up, chin down.
Erceg gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done.
There it is. Now he's on him out.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Pantoja. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Pantoja's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention.
Alright, senta aí, relaxa. Olha, tá muito perto essa luta. It's way too close, okay? So I need you to outwork this guy in everything. On the takedown.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Pantoja. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects. Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
Oh, big elbow.
Straight right hand, no good. Gets to the single collar tie now. Shot is blocked there by Pantoja. Right on the button. Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Pantoja's trying to get a triangle submission here.
Oh, that sub is tight. He's got armbar now.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here. Now he's going full mount.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, great reversal to top position by Pantoja. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Erceg's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Caught the kick.
Final 30 seconds of this third round. Violent strike to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily...
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strength. This could be it.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Back and forth we go. Wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes. He's got to keep pressing here.
Back to his feet. And he caught the kick. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. 90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Big roundhouse now, just misses.
Big double leg level change. Got his guard pass.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Pantoja's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
I need you to finish him, okay? He doesn't want to be.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he... Oh, another ground strike gets through. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Pantoja. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, it looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pantoja, ground and pound from half guard now. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them.
Huge connection.
Oh, look at that. He can't even stand.
Pantoja's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition.
Erceg's left calf really starting to show signs of bruising now. He's hurt. Back to the feet now. Less than a minute now to go in the round. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. Those are the body kicks that'll crumble you.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-47 Pantoja. Judge 2 scores it 48-48. And Judge 3 scores it 48-48. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a majority draw.
And still UFC flyweight champion. He is the best 125-pounder in the world, and tonight there seemed to be a pretty wide margin between number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, but number 1, I mean, he is turning these challengers away like flies. He's a great fighter, man. He's hard to deal with. He does everything top-notch, and he retains his belt.
No pun intended, turning the flyweight contenders away like flies. See why we employ DC. See why we give him a microphone.